What's up, Juventini? Alberto here. I got all your Juventus news. Vlahovic dilemma. Now, this is the talk of the tifosi, and the media outlets are capitalizing on it. But no matter what we believe, there is a dilemma. We're going to take a look at the details there and the latest rumors surrounding Vlahovic, and then Calvin Phillips en route to Turin. We'll take a look at the latest headlines there and all the other targets and possibilities of Giuntoli trying to boost this club in January. All right, like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the AJC. Let's rock. Now, Juventus rumored to be keeping tabs on Bologna's Zirkzee, who has found some great rhythm in his play from working with Motta there. And I don't think there's anything crazy here. Juve probably is monitoring talents around the league. With Giuntoli, though, I do believe we'll be keeping eyes more abroad than we have in previous seasons, all right? Because there are more rumors swirling around a player like Victor Boniface, and there are rumors suggesting that Giuntoli would go in for the player in January. His price tag is around 40 million euros, though. Sales would have to happen, and this takes us to obviously Vlahovic. There definitely is a dilemma. Whatever we believe as fans is the issue, it really doesn't matter, because this player is on 7 million euro salary, about to become 12 million euro salary. And if there is a little interest now, do you run the risk of performances continuing this way? Whether it's formation, tactics, or the player as an individual, it is a dilemma. And it is something Juventus needs to address. There are rumors today suggesting that Giuntoli would be open to offers for Vlahovic in January, all right? Because while the relationship is good between Vlahovic and Juventus, all right, and his agent, the communication, everything's fine, there is hesitancy from Vlahovic to work with Juventus on spreading out or dropping that salary, all right? And that is what is really putting the pressure on Juventus, especially given the fact that there is one goal over a 3-month span. Again, it really doesn't matter what we think as fans as to why. It is a problem. It is a problem, and we'll have to see what could go down. What decision would you make? An offer comes in for Vlahovic in January. Do you pull the trigger, yes or no? Hit me in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Now, we got rumors that Zirkzee wants Iling Jr. at Brighton, and he's trying to convince the club to spend the 18 million to 20 million euro valuation Juventus has on the player. Should a move be made for Iling Jr., would help us work in the middle of the pitch, because this is where apparently Juventus absolutely has to bring someone in, according to many that follow the club, and Nico Schira sticking to his gun, saying 100% Juventus brings in a midfielder. Sudakov and Kone still on that list being monitored. You have rumors about Cup Miners. He would require a good amount of money to spend, but now we have Calvin Phillips, and all the rumors today suggest that the loan is going to go down. He has given his approval to join Juventus. Man City doesn't want to keep him in the Premier League or go to a rival club. The player has agreed, yes. Now apparently Juventus and Man City will meet over figuring out the terms of the loan as far as the payment goes. For me, this one remains as just simply not making any sense. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, this move. Now we are essentially going to use Locatelli, which is, again, a question mark if he can move over to that Mezzala role and obviously have this big influence offensively for us out of that role, rather than getting a midfielder that is an advancing midfielder, an attack-minded midfielder. This one doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And I think Hans Nicolosi Caviglia probably could have done the same for us, and we already have him. We could have at least even maybe tried that in some matches to figure out if that's the route we want to go in January, and we still have a couple matches. Maybe you try that against Frosinone to see if there is this influence that comes from Locatelli in that role. We got to figure something out. But this Calvin Phillips one, for me, doesn't really tip the scale a whole lot for Juventus. What do you think? Does it tip the scale for you? Hit me in the comments section. Last, not least, Chiesa. Now, the media outlets out there saying that Chiesa is rumored to be thinking about this contract extension with Juventus because he wants to know about the technical project. This is the media out there capitalizing on the current moment of Tifosi, having a battle that we've obviously had a debate about on our last post-match podcast, where Frank and I were going about tactics, formation, approach, style versus execution. They're capitalizing on it, saying that the player is thinking about the technical project and he wants to win trophies before committing to Juventus. But the top dogs around Juventus say there is a 1-year renewal coming, and then he will probably get something extended further. I don't think Juventus wants to lose Chiesa, and I don't think Chiesa is ready to leave Juventus. But of course, stranger things have happened. I never rule anything out, but time will tell. That's your news break to today. There's a ton to tackle. Hit me in the comment section. Can't wait. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please share it with your friends, and let's continue to grow the AJC army, all right? Thank you all for your support, and keep your eyes peeled for the first ever Off the Record with Berto members chat only show, all right, where I invited Marco, and it is open to all of you AJC membership holders, all right? So become a member, join the AJC private group chat, and you can come on and run your own members chat show. That'll be dropping later on today. Till next time, fino alla fine, forza Juve, ciao tutti.